dance for you because it's happy gold. All right, we are going to outline. I'm just fixing some of my lines to make sure I'm happy with them. This is where you want to do that. Make sure the shape of your butterfly is the way you want it to be. I'm happy with that. Looks like it's coming off the rock already, but we're going to make it pop even more. Now it's time for gold. We're going to outline the entire butterfly in gold. And as you can see, it lifts it off the rock even more than the shadow did. I'm a fan of gold. You don't have to use it here. You can just use a black outline just to define the butterfly off the shadow. But I'm a fan of gold, so I always put gold on my rocks. It's totally outlined. I'm gonna just thin out the gold inside the body to give that body a bit more shape again, because the gold was too thick. You can always go back and go over your mistakes once they're dry, so there's never any stress there. Now only use the gold on the thicker antenna, not on the shadow of the antenna. There we go. Back to the black. We're going to outline it again, just to make it pop off that shadow. Separate the gold from the shadow. We need that dark line there. Go all the way around, and make sure you go around the body as well, because you don't want that looking like it's attached to the wings at all. We want to put a line of black between there. You can almost see it. It's going to start flying away soon if we don't give it some water. There we go. Now we're going to take our white acrylic paint and our dotting tools. You can choose whatever size dots you want, however many dots you want. Sometimes I end up overdoing it and then I don't like it as much. But you just do whatever you want with it. Now I'm going to outline the wing partially with the white dots. On either side. Like I said, if you want bigger dots and you don't want to have them all around the wing, place them wherever you want. Do whatever you want with this. Once again, I want to thank all of my subscribers. I'm so excited that I finally have had a little bit of time to be able to work on some tutorials for you. I love being able to share what I've taught myself. And if I can do it, so can you. Trust me, it's therapeutic. It's therapeutic learning. For the bottom wings, I'm going to use a bigger dotting tool, and I'm going to dot each tree trunk with a bigger dot on the bottom wings. Just to give it a different detail. Each and every one of my rocks is different, so even if I tried to do it exactly like the photo I showed you at the beginning, I can't. Go in with a smaller dotting tool in between those dots if you like. Each and every time we create one, it can be whatever color we want, however many dots we want, however many little droplets of water. Now I'm going to put a few more dots in the little tree trunks there above the bigger ones. And that's where I've added all my black dots. And you can do huge dots. You can use the ends of your paint brushes as well in different spots and put a black dot in the center of that as well. Anything you want. Now for the water droplets, you will need a very small blending brush, and you'll need the black and the white paint if you're using a grayish colored rock. If you're using more of a pink rock, you might want to get a little bit of pink in there so that you can shade that in there as well. You'll need a fine lining brush, and like I said, a very small blending brush. If you have to cut your bristles on your brush like I do in order to do that, that's what you have to do. Now I start with a little bit of white right on the bottom. Like I said, there's going to be a whole tutorial because this is not going to show you properly. But blend the white up towards the top. Make it look like the light is coming up through the bottom of the water droplet. Then you add black on top and blend it towards the white. Bring it down a little bit and just keep blending white and black together until it looks like a little water droplet. It takes a lot of practice. I always try and start with a big water droplet when I'm showing someone how to do it, because it's a lot easier to work in a bigger space. Once you've blended it the way you want, you just add a ring of black around it to define it, and then you add a little bit of shading underneath, the very underneath of that water droplet, as you can see off to the left. Then you add your little white dots on the very top to make it look like a nice little shiny water droplet. And I'm so sorry for deleting that part of my video. But like I said, the next tutorial after this one is going to be how to do a water droplet. So you can do the butterfly and then watch my next tutorial. Now I signed it as well. I always put my initials on the bottom or on the face of the rock, and I'm spraying it with my Krylon triple thick spray. And you can still see the shadow on the rock, and it still looks like the butterflies coming up off the rock, and it's gonna go get a little drink of water. Thank you all for watching. I hope you love it.